Guide dogs.
In this video, John talks about his experiences of travelling on planes with his guide dog Breck. The camera shows John and Breck at the departure area at Heathrow Airport.
My name's John Welsman and I'm with my guide dog Breck, and he's been with me for 6 years.
John and Breck walk to the check-in desk and are greeted by staff.
I love travelling because it gets me out and about. I much prefer to be exploring places I haven't been before. It's the sounds of what's going on around, the food, the smells, sometimes the interactions that that make travel really interesting.
John and Breck are greeted by a steward as they board the plane. They follow him to their seat.
So I've flown a number of times with Breck, certainly to Scotland, to Northern Ireland. It's a very positive experience, and I think, because a lot of people don't see a dog on a plane every day, they certainly enjoy it as well.
John sits on a sofa with Breck at his feet and tells us more about his story.
I was born partially sighted, and at the age of 11 I went to a specialist school for the partially sighted in Exeter. A year later I lost my sight, and then I had to learn life really as a blind person. So for me that was starting to learn to read Braille, learning to use a long cane to guide myself around. Now, life has moved on. I've gained my confidence. I'm a lot, more confident getting out there and doing all the things that I never would have dreamt of doing before I had my dog. My guide dog has given me a lot of independence. It's a lot easier from a mobility perspective to get out with a guide dog. Less to think about, less to worry about in terms of bumping into obstacles and injuring myself. If you have a dog, yes, it's a mobility aid, but certainly having a guide dog sat next to the person next to you in the aircraft or on the train or on the bus, it's something to talk about. It's certainly an opening gambit, and it means that I'm not so isolated sometimes in situations where I think if I had a long cane I would be.
John is talking with a fellow passenger and both are stroking Breck.
Breck gets on extremely well with everybody he meets. Going to new places, meeting new people is really exciting for him. And I think for me as a blind person, that's the thing that is really engaging about going out and about and visiting different places and meeting new people. It's a very exciting and positive experience for me flying with Breck.
John gives Breck a head scratch as they stand at the top of the plane ready to head off on their travels.
Guide dogs.